Heads up! Haymakers and Hellhounds may contain one or more of the following: curse words, racist remarks, hating on your favorite authors, casual flirting, angry yelling, loud voices, adventure, bald-faced pandering, casual threats of violence, hating on your political views, hating on your theistic views, kink shaming. You know, I do strive for some professionalism when it comes to my work, but with things like this, I don't really do that a lot. I mean, I'm just saying, I want to keep it real on the show, but at the same time, you know, I gotta kind of tread that balance, so to speak. So, you know, just permit me my foibles and we'll get along. In the very least, if you find me entertaining, hey, even better. Oh, wow, that was a whole bunch of stuff that I didn't have to say. Anyway, viewer discretion has been advised. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the final episode of this season. Season 0, World Building. And we have built quite a world, at least I think it is. It's rambunctious. There's a lot of fantasy tropes involved already in my mind with this. Something like this I could run with in a heartbeat from here. It's all to you what you want to do with it, though, admittedly. Now, this particular episode, like I said, this is kind of similar to the tying it all together episode that we did last week. Admittedly, though, this has been really an adventure for me. This has really been a real ride. This entire series thus far. I'm really hoping that the stuff we got coming in come season 1 will be even better and more entertaining. And as long as I can continue to clearly express my style, my thoughts on writing and such, that's what matters with this series, you know what I mean? It's not just here for me. Well, we're here for me. We're here to do some work together. And that's really what I want to do. I want to spread the fire. I want to get people lit and hyped to do their shit. And already in this series, in the first 4 episodes alone, I've got a couple people coming up to me and they doing some shit. I know one brother, he's working on his stuff again, you know, so in that sense, yeah, I've done my job. Mission fucking accomplished. Mission complete! But moving on, there's so much more I can do, and there's so much more we can do together even. One of the things I want to do moving on is bringing in a new editor, which would be nice. I know a guy, and he's a guy, and he can handle this shit, you know what I mean? And he's pretty good. I mean, apparently I've done a good job. This nigga good. He can do it. You'll see when it hits. And even if I don't go with him, there's always somebody else. I actually really dislike talking about things that I'm doing. I would rather talk about it after it's done. You know, one of the things a lot of people, when it comes to, winning thoughts or, you know, how to succeed in life and not be a total loser jerk is don't talk about doing it, just do it. And that's true. I really want to argue against it because fuck those fucking self-help guru-ass niggas. And they all the same motherfucker, too. They always copycatting each other. Every time you read a book about how to succeed in business, you've read all of them. And they're all based on the Go Rin No Show anyway. This may seem slightly casual, this episode. And, you know, fuck you if you don't like it. But ultimately, it always comes down to the same thing. We gotta give some closure to this. We've already talked about this world and what's going to happen with Planet Arc Nexus as we go on. I might just keep that Planet Arc Nexus, that's just what it's called. It's known as Planet Arc Nexus in the current in the current modern age, but it was once known as Planet Arc, which is the first clue, the first hint. Remember when I was mentioning the 80s montage in the previous episode? Yeah, so the very first hint is that it used to be called Planet Arc. Well, why is it called Arc Nexus now? And we'll go from there. Funny story, looking back in the series, you can actually see when something hits me, I will stop and be like, I'll make a face or something. You know, the number one thing I had to get over with this was, you know, I like my face, I like my voice, but when it's the only subject, so to speak, when it is the main focus, it's a completely different thing, anything I've ever experienced. I don't know. It's one reason why I put Haymakers and Hellhounds in its own category. You know, like there's my books, there's my music, there's my show. Yeah. So I'm just saying, moving forward, there's going to be a lot more we'll be doing as far as at some point in time, I'll be getting a better camera, hopefully. And above all, just getting the word out, spreading this out. Once again, I want to light a fire. I want this to spread. I want motherfuckers who've never thought about doing something creative, whether it be writing, whether it could be writing a 3-line poem. If one of you motherfuckers do that shit, then I've done my job. Seriously. When you read my books and you get so hyped you want to go out and kick somebody's ass. When you read my stuff and you want to write your own badass stuff. That's the be-all, end-all goal for me. That's my end game, period. If I can get 1,000 motherfuckers, yeah, I know the 1,000 true fans theory, whatever. If I can get 1,000 motherfuckers to lose their minds listening to my music, yeah, baby, that's the stuff. Now, I have mentioned that there's going to be a small surprise after this season, so that's something else to look forward to. Y'all gonna love that shit. As far as world building is concerned, I'm done. This world, Arc Nexus, once known as Arc, now becoming Nexus, is done. I mean, Lord knows, from there, I can go wherever I want. In my mind, it's a living, breathing thing. You know, there are merchants, there are people who are hanging out at merchant cities that are trying to learn business. There are politicians, not exactly politicians, but it's more like political merchant elites, which I've mentioned that before in other episodes. And they're the ones that are technically the rulers alongside the king. The religion, there's various goddesses that are worshipped, but the main one where you can worship all of them together is the Church of the Holy Sword. Like, you go to the Church of the Holy Sword, and in each of their temples, they have 4 different locations, 4 different statues in 4 different locations representing the 4 different elements and the 4 different goddesses. And yeah, when it comes to gender, they can be gods, they can be goddesses, it doesn't matter. In fact, even though they're widely known as goddesses, there are times where they appear as male figures, whatever. Moving forward, I am very, very curious as to your take on this series thus far. What would you like to see more of? What would you like to see less of? What did you like best of it all? By all means, let me know. Hit me up in the comments section. You know how it goes. Now, to those of you who believe that I'm just doing this just to, not sell out, so to speak, but just to sling my wares, you're half right. To be quite honest, I'm more about building, once again, my fan base. I'm more about just getting you guys to get hype and do shit. And if you can do it with me, that's even better. But I'm not going to lie. You know, Anubis Unit, I put it best with them. You know, the revolution is not funded on hype and well wishes. I understand that there's a lot more out there. I understand there's more worthier causes than me, so to speak. But the work calls. I need to get it done. I don't need cash for that. I'm not saying, give me monies. No, there's various ways to do it, man. You can buy my books to begin with. You can buy my albums. Secondly, get that shit on fucking #1 on the iTunes Spotify list, nigga. Come on. Y'all should be listening to Internet Terrorists on YouTube 24/7 anyway. Shit, you can catch us on Facebook, all over the place. My social media is out there. I'm out there on all the platforms, goddammit. And of course, you're going to bring up the one that I'm not. Hell, I'm even on Discord for all that I'm not doing anything with it just yet. But, you know, I'm out there doing what I can. I need your help to do more, to go further. And yeah, the work is worth it. The work is worth it. I mean, have you read my stuff from Killer 13 to the Generalist to even the Devil's Dance that I'll be releasing on Patreon, which should have been released by now. You know, exclusively on Patreon. Hell, the Book of Rocephalus that we're giving away for free on Anubis Unit's website. It's all out there, man. All you gotta do is find it. Find it! And of course, if you want to fucks with me, let me know. You want me to use your music? Let me know. I know I come off as an intimidating, scary guy. I'm the whole, destroy your enemies, crush them before your feet, and see them driven before you, and you hear the lamentations of the demon. Yeah, I'm about that life. But, still, hit me up. The worst I'll tell you is, fuck you, I'm busy, bro. Hit me up later or some shit. But I'm down to fuck around, you know what I mean? Whether it be podcasting, your mom, or whatever. Hit me up, let's do some shit. Get me out there, motherfuckers. With that stated, that's about it. I know, once again, short episode, but honestly, this is something new for me anyway. This is all laying down the foundation for everything you've seen in this season was to lay down the foundation for the series proper. I have at least 3 seasons worth of material to talk about, and even though I let slip what the next season's supposed to be, I'm still going to do a season reveal at some point in time. With that stated, I want to thank you. I want to thank all of you for fucking kicking with me on this, you know what I mean? Maybe you've checked out my stuff, maybe you haven't. Maybe you've enjoyed what you've heard about Planet Arc Nexus, maybe you don't. But the fact that you've listened to all 9 episodes of Season 0 means the world to me. Thank you very much for any kind of support, even if it's negative. You might not want to neg me too much, though. I do react very badly to that shit. I want to leave you with a quote, with something calming, comforting, or even uplifting, but I don't have anything. Just go fuck yourself. I am Thomas Duder, author of The Things. This was Haymakers and Hellhounds, Season 0, World Building. Till next time, gang. Is he gone? Are the early leaders gone? The ones who never wait around for the credits? Good, fuck them, they don't deserve this shit anyway. As of this airing, I'm going to give away one free copy of the Omnibus Generalist. This is the biggest book I have in my life, and I'm willing to give it away to you guys. So be on the lookout for when that contest hits, and it will hit. I'll not only post it all across my social media, I'll also have it here in video form. You're gonna get it, and when you see it, it's really good. But only one can win. Now I do have some other prizes that I'll be able to send you also, but that's the biggest. I want to do this contest, and I want y'all to do it with me. So by all means, when the contest hits, be prepared for it. Those of you who actually waited around and thought the credits were going to hit and decided to leave at that point in time, fuck you! Those of you who actually waited, those of you who waited until afterward, do something else. Pass it on. Don't let the people who walked away early, fuck them. Oh. Marvel has taught us you never walk out before the credits. Hell, you don't walk out until the credits are done. You see that bar? You see this fucking bar down here? I don't care if it's YouTube video, wherever. You see that fucking bar? It's not complete, is it? It's not done, is it? Well, you better fucking wait around. I mean, now you probably fucking leave, whatever. But anyway. I am Thomas Duder, author of the thing. Stay rocking. Thomas Duder, author of the thing. Now you stay rocking.
All you ever really need. The chance to destroy, to defend the natural right to you and me. A little blood, berserker fucking!